What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the February 2024 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's just go ahead and get started, guys. So we have a bunch of really awesome planes to take a look at here today and some various route changes. So excited to take a look at those, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. But without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Here we have this WestJet Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's coming in from Vancouver, and now it's going to be heading up to Calgary. Both are 3 times a week, so that's been awesome to see, and certainly a nice consistent service there for our guys over at WestJet. They have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft's coming in from the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. What an awesome flight this has been. Landing's got to be so cool. So hope to do that sometime, but they overcharged for it pretty bad. So what can you do about that? Next up, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft's going to be coming in from Detroit. The only days they don't fly is on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every other day of the week is service, so certainly really cool to see that right there. Following that, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus E220-100. This aircraft is pushing back with service out to Seattle after coming in earlier from Minneapolis, so a nice tandem of routes right there for Delta, so that's certainly fantastic to see right there. Following that, we have this American Airlines Airbus A321neo. This aircraft is currently coming in from Phoenix, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Charlotte, so it's been cool to see the 321neo making its rounds here at Orange County, and definitely excited to see where this will be going here in the near future. And then we have this American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. As this aircraft is coming on the new route in from Miami, which is really cool, daytime route, so that's fantastic. And now it's going to be heading over to Chicago, so certainly good to see those also go in the works, so that's really great to see right there. And lastly, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. As this aircraft, of course, is coming in from the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. And now it's going to have nonstop service to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, so certainly love to see our variety of aircraft right there as well. All right, next up we have this new model, United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Old Star Alliance colors. This aircraft is currently coming in from Houston George Bush, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight today over to Denver. So glad to see those routes continuing to go well for United here as well. And we'll follow that up with the Boeing 737-700. This is in the Evo Blue livery. This aircraft is currently coming in from Newark right now, and now it's going to be making a non-stop service today, heading on over to Chicago O'Hare. So certainly glad that we are continuing to see the 737s grind out the Newark service on the 700s, and then of course Chicago going well there with their variety too. And lastly, we had this United Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft's coming in from San Francisco, California, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight today over to the Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport. So that route is also continuing to do what it does best. So glad to see those two also thriving along with the beautiful baby bus. Got to get NG to do a 320 at some point, so hopefully we'll see that sooner than later. But for now, that's what we got. All right, next up we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the same MP livery. This aircraft's making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Seattle. Now it's going to be going out to Portland. All 737-800s on those 2 hub routes, so awesome to see Alaska doing really cool routes out of here on the next aircraft, which is the Horizon Retro Embraer ERJ-175. Coming in from Bozeman, now it's going to be making a flight out to Tucson. I think that these routes are going really well, so that's been awesome to see. So definitely going to have to check the seat map to see how the load factors are going on that, but ultimately really cool to see that right there. And then we have this ERJ-175, which is going to be coming in from Seattle Everett, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight over to Santa Rosa. So cool to see those. San Francisco's also doing well in the pipeline there for Alaska. So awesome to see that, and that's absolutely fantastic. So we love to see that right there. Hello Allegiant on their Airbus E320 with service out to Des Moines. This aircraft came in earlier today from Boise. Several of those have some really impressive frequencies. The most impressive is definitely Provo, which is going to be operated daily. So really impressive to see all those flights doing really well. So good job Allegiant, and hopeful for more new routes here in the near future. Then we have this Frontier Airbus E320. This is Pike the Otter, of course, so glad to get this custom in here, and hopeful that we'll get more great Frontier aircraft here in the near future. But anyways, this aircraft is currently making non-stop service today, coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be heading out to Phoenix. So Frontier with a nice establishment of routes here. Hopefully we'll get some new ones here in the near future. And then we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus E320. They are down to just Las Vegas now, no Sacramento, and none of the other routes that we originally had. So Spirit's found their groove, and certainly glad that they are serving Orange County John Wayne. So that's awesome to see right there. Then we have our Southwest lineup. Here we have this Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be making a flight today out to San Jose del Cabo. So glad to see the variety on the Southwest services all the way to Mexico, and then of course their hub routes. Speaking of hubs, here it's the Boeing 737-800 coming in from Denver. Now it's going to be heading out to Phoenix. Hub, Focus City, same concept, whichever one you'd like to use there. And then we have the Southwest 737 MAX 8 here by NG. Looks a little bit better here in this light, luckily, which is really nice. Luckily on their new MAX 7, they did add the Wi-Fi box line. Unfortunately, they got the color a little too dark again, so definitely still going to be getting that, and then we'll have to see if either NG does a new version that has a better color, or if GeminiJets at some point will do it. So, but nevertheless, looking good for that aircraft. And then lastly over here, we have this Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's going to be making the nonstop flight today, coming in from Dallas Love Field, and now it's going to be making a flight today out to San Jose, California. So glad to see all these routes continuing to do what they do best. And then we have this UPS Boeing 757-200. This aircraft currently coming in from Louisville, of course. So really cool long haul flight for the 75 right there. Not really long haul, but impressive distance. Then we have this FedEx Airbus A300 freighter, as this is coming in right now from Memphis. And now it's going to be making a nonstop flight today, heading on over to Los Angeles, which is a really weird quick hop they do, excuse me. So very cool to see that right there. All right, next up we have a JSX Embraer J135. This aircraft's doing a turnaround in the Reno Tahoe. And then we have this Challenger 300, which just made a nice flight in from Flagstaff. Now it's going to be heading out to Portland, Oregon. An ExoJet Citation X, which is heading over to Dallas Love Field after coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. And then we have this Learjet 75, which is making a nonstop flight today. All these private, of course, that are non a corporate company, as you saw there with ExoJet. Anyways, this Learjet is currently making a flight today, heading over to, let's go with San Francisco, and now it's going to be making a flight to Denver Centennial. And then we have the Cessna 172, which is going to be making a flight to San Diego International Airport. And next up, we have this Breeze Embraer J-195. This aircraft is currently coming in from Provo, so glad to see Breeze continuing to do really well. We'll have some news on them here in a moment. And we have a Delta Airlines Airbus E220-100, which is currently making a nonstop flight today, coming in from Minneapolis, and now it's going to be heading out to Salt Lake City. So glad to see all the variety there with the Delta Airlines ops. Here's our Breeze Airways Airbus E220-300. So we do have some route news since our last update. So this aircraft is coming in on, I believe, 2 new routes since not sure if either of these were announced at the time when I filmed the last updates. But anyways, he's coming in from Grand Junction, Colorado, which is a new route, and now it's going to be heading out to Ogden, Utah, which is also a new route. I believe both of which started recently. Very interesting ones. I hope they do well for Breeze, but they're really odd, so we'll have to see how they do, but hopefully they get some promotion and get tacked on there. So we'll see what happens with these. But nevertheless, excited for Breeze with their new services, and then we'll have Columbus, Orlando, and Tampa as our seasonal services this summer. Columbus was the only one that made it out of that. Pittsburgh and the other route that they have, or the other route that they did have, which I believe was Cincinnati. So just Columbus hung on. So glad to see Columbus still in the schedule there. I'm not exactly sure why the others kind of fizzled out. And then also, of course, Orlando, which will just be in the summer now. So pretty interesting right there, but nevertheless, they're doing what they do best. Getting down to our last few Southwest 737-700s in the Canyon Blue blended. Here's this one right here. This aircraft's going to be making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Austin. Then we have this American Airlines A321. This aircraft's coming in right now from Phoenix, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight today over to New York John F. Kennedy. So very cool to see those routes going very well. JFK on the 321T, of course, which is really cool. Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming in from Vancouver, of course. I have no idea where the Wi-Fi box is. I hope to come across it very soon. So very excited to get that back on this aircraft when I find it. And last but certainly not least, we have this JSX Embraer J-145, as this aircraft is going to be making a flight today over to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport on the turnaround. So I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed this update. Got some really cool developments coming up for the next update, so stay on the lookout for those. So excited to get those going. I hope each and every one of you are as well. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.